Hey loves, I am here to discuss the books that I read in the month of May. I hope all is well with you guys. I not only pop in once a month doing this, I am thinking about popping in like after I read books because I read 12 books this month. So that makes these little recap videos really long, especially if I'm trying to give like reviews and stuff. So I'm thinking about it. You know, if you guys are interested in more book content for me, let me know. If nobody don't say nothing, I just keep doing it like this. But hopefully I can do this and not make it too long. So the month of May, I've read a total of 12 books. The first book I read is That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon by Kimberly Lemming. I gave this book a 5 stars. Baby, I kikied with this book the whole mother freaking time. Like, kikied with this book. Highly entertaining. Sis was thinking everything I was thinking. Okay, if I ever was to meet a demon who then becomes a dragon, honey. But basically, sis is going on, ends up having to go on a journey because the demon that she saved is holding her kind of captive so he can be able to save himself. They end up falling in love. It's a cute little story, real cute, nice little read. It was highly entertaining. I highly suggest it. I did give it 5 stars on Goodreads. The second book that I read was called Empty Vows by Mary Monroe. This is the book number 2 in the Miss Wiggins series. I read Miss Wiggins last month. I love Miss Wiggins. Empty Vows, I just don't. Mary, what happened? Sis, what happened? Empty Vows was not good. My favorite part of Empty Vows was the voices, and listening to it on audiobook, the voices that they had for the main characters. But basically, I didn't realize that it was going to be a continuation for the same characters that we met in Miss Wiggins. We had in Empty Vows. We end up moving forward and adding some more characters here. But basically, the man, I can't think of nobody's name. So this is why I said I might need to do reviews right after I read them. But Miss Wiggins' husband is basically getting chased around by women, and if you know about her husband, he don't want to be chased around by women, and so now he is plotting to see, let me find the perfect wife for me. And child, Miss Wiggins' best friend now thinks she has found the jackpot, honey, and she has not. So the plot, it would have been really good, but I don't know, it just fell short. I just don't know, and it ended so damn stupid. Like, I'm so pissed. I'm gonna read book 3, but I am not in a rush because I can't believe we went from this high on book 1 to this low on book 2. Okay, next book that I read here was called and I did leave reviews on Goodreads for that book, so you can read that book. Read that. Follow me on Goodreads at MissRessaT. The third book I read was My Sister, the Serial Killer. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the author's name. I gave this a 3 star too. Oh, the last book I gave a 3 star. And I think that was generous. This book, like I said, the potential was there. That's what I put in the Goodreads review. I gave it a 3 star because it just had the potential of being a really good book. Like, first of all, the title, My Sister, the Serial Killer. Like, it just didn't dive into none of the storylines very well. Like, it wasn't developed very well. Child, but I did like the sister's loyalty, and but I did hate that the other sister was just so timid and quiet. Like, stand up, okay? But that was a 3 star. Like, I really wish that was better. I was excited about that. The next book I read was The Housemaid by Freida and McFadden, because y'all was hyping this book up. Why was y'all hyping this book? This was another thing. I gave this 3 stars. I read the whole thing. It could have been, I don't know, like, I guess I'm just not as like, Charlie, I ain't clutched my pearls. Like, it had moments, it was good, but it wasn't all that. Will not be reading any further. But I made y'all one more Freida. Like, I didn't just want to cut the author off, but like, y'all hyped this up really, really bad. Like, it was okay. It was a good storyline. Basically, the housemaid is an ex-con. She thought that the owners didn't know that. The wife we think has issues, and then it turns, it's a whole flip. It is a whole flip in the end, but it wasn't that exciting. The Time I Got Drunk and Yeeted a Love Potion at a Werewolf. This is book number 2 by Kimberly Lemming. Of course, I love book number 1 that I mentioned earlier. So, of course, I read book number 2. This one I gave more 4 star. I was excited that the female male character was plus size, but honey, she had no confidence. Her confidence wasn't up. Somebody recommend a book where a plus size woman is confidence up. Like, I know we out there because bitch, I exist. So I know it got to exist in the book, okay? But it didn't have me kikiing like the first book, but it still was very entertaining. It was very cute. I was a little confused by some things. Okay, in the first book, the demon turned into a dragon. Now in this book, the werewolf had tentacles. Like, it's a lot going on. Let's focus, okay? If there's a book there, I might read it, but I don't know. Then my next few books here, y'all, I delve into the series. I read the first book, what was the first book? A Court of Thorns and Roses last month, so I continue with these books. I tandem read these. I actually got these from my library and tandem read them with Audible. And so A Court of Mist and Fury, I gave that a 5-star. Y'all can say what y'all want. I thoroughly was enjoyed. I'm not going to argue why I enjoyed the book. It was fucking good, okay? Book number 3, A Court of Wings and Ruins. I also enjoyed that book. I gave that a 5-star. I'm not going to go through what these books are about. It's a fantasy book. It's fairies and phase and fighting over land and battle and stuff. Book number 3, I gave it 3-star. I ain't mad at it. I think it was just like I don't know if this was tired or what, but she could have left book number 3 out. But it was a good pause because baby, the last 2 books was active, okay? It was active. Then the last and final book, A Court of Silver Flames, I gave that a 4-star. But yes, Miss, what her name is? Nessa, I can't see this one, I can't remember my name. But sis Nesta and her Silver Flames, yes, this was a bad one. I don't know, I guess maybe after reading all of them back to back, maybe I was a little tired. I'm not sure why I gave that a 4-star. I just know it didn't leave me with the same feeling as the other books did, the first, second, and third. But it was a good wrap up. I'm glad I went through the whole series. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I'm pretty good on Sarah J Maas. All those were by Sarah J Maas. I probably won't revisit her stuff for a while because I really do want to read like black fantasy books, which y'all know that's how I started off my journey, and I'm going to continue that way. But if it's a good book, it's a good book, okay? Somebody's Wife is what I read next by Robbi, Renee. This was being hyped up on also with the girlies on here. So I read that book. I gave it a 4-star. The book was cute. The book was good. I could tell with me in romance books, I'm gonna need it wrapped up in like 100 pages or less. Okay, like I don't have like these people are adults. If this is YA, I can get all the back and forth. It's like, why would she ghost to him? Like I can get all the childish antics. But these we grown ass people. If I like you, I like you. Like I just don't. So I was all cute and giddy in the beginning. I got about halfway through that book. I was like, okay, let's wrap this up. But was it good? Yes, it was. I would recommend it. It was a cute little read. It really was. And I'm glad she got to be somebody something in the end, okay? And the last book that I read for the month, oh my gosh, this book was so good, y'all. This is called The Eyes of Death by C.D. Blue. I got this book, I think, from Black Girls Read Facebook group. I think they're reading this for the month. I think they were reading that for the month of May is where I got that from. But I went into the book blind, but it was very good. This book had, it has family ties, it had kidnappings, murders, revenge. I love a little good revenge. Let's go ride out. And when I tell you they rode out, family was lit, okay? Loved it. Then it had a spiritual aspect. Y'all know I love that too if you follow what I read, like ancestor stuff. Like, I ate this book up. Ate it up in a day. Ate it up in maybe a day and a half, maybe 2 days. But this book was very good. I highly do recommend it. That was a 5-star read. I was so excited to end the month on the 5-star read. If you want to know what I'm currently reading, or you would like videos like that or videos in between, so these wrap up videos for the month is not too long, then let me know. I hope you enjoy watching. If you have any questions or any comments on the books that I read or you read them too, I want to hear from you. And that's it. Smooches.